Evening.
Good morning. Oh,
Yeah,
good evening for
Good
you, I
evening.
guess.
yeah. It's evening for me. Yeah. So, so myself Arun. So I have around 10 years of experience in SAP GTS, and from that I mean in that I worked in all the models in SAP GTS like compliance, customs, risk, and intrastat. So far I have worked on multiple implementation and support projects. So along with that, I'm also taking the training for the students. So that's all about myself. So can please quickly introduce about yourself.
Of course. My name is Marielle Sayed, and I reach out to you guys because, well, first of all, let me just finish the
Sure.
introduction. Again, my name is Marielle Sayed. Our company is Master Builder Solutions, and it's a chemical construction company. And Isabella and I are we managed all the customs related issues of our company. We are customs and foreign trade team. And as I mentioned in my email, we are interested in learning a lot of how to manage the USMCA using the GTS system, which neither of us have much experience on it, but we know enough to manage, but we want to be experts.
Sure. I will help you that.
Right, go ahead, Is.
Exactly. Hi, I'm Isabella Stevens, and yeah, I think we've both been with our company for a little bit more than 5 years, and we do, yeah, play a little bit here and there with GTS, but we have a lot of people that left to the company, and then the knowledge went with them, and we were able to grab just like a part of the knowledge, and I feel like that there is a lot for us to learn, and we definitely want to be better using the system better for our own benefit, of course, like the business benefit, and especially now. I think you guys know a lot of change with the U.S. tariff, and now USMCA is more important than ever, and GTS can support us on that, and that's how we wanna like know how to use the system better and to be beneficial for the company.
Sure.
Mhm.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for the detailed
Mhm.
information.
Yeah.
Of
Uh,
course.
so you all are from the GTS background, right? Or
From
do
what?
you know? No, you all are from the GTS background, right? Or you are fresh to
Yes.
GTS? Okay, you're all GTS. Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you know about SAP GTS?
What do we know?
Yeah. What do you know about SAP GTS? Like, for what purpose we are using SAP GTS?
So
So
the G Go ahead, Is.
yeah, no, so currently, so in our system, we use to maintain the classification.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like yeah, I'm just gonna talk about the two of us, right? So we
Mm,
maintain the classification. So we handle US and Canada business. Um, if there is any sanctioned parity list block, we kind of we are able to release those as well. And then we request the LTVDs, the vendor long-term
declarations.
declaration. We maintain the request in the system. We do the preference calculation, issue the certificate to the customer. So this is the what do we use for GTS for our area? They're like in the company, there's some other team that uses a little bit more for other type of blocks, and the trade control team, but we don't use anything else kind of besides those points.
The
Um,
preferential
yeah.
process and the classification,
Hmm.
Fine.
as well as the sanction party list.
Fine. Sure. Anyway, thank you. Thank you for your detailed answers.
Hmm.
So first of all, I would like to tell that GTS is a standalone system. Okay, GTS is a standalone system. So where we will receive the data from the feeder systems. Like feeder system means what? Like S4, ECC. So there are
Mm-hmm.
the ERP systems. So what we can do, what we can do, we can create a sales order, purchase order, delivery, outbound delivery, perform invoice, everything in the feeder system. So those data will flow to GTS. Okay, in
Right.
GTS we can have the screening like a SPL, embargo, legal control, as you said. So this part of our screening is called compliance check. Okay, and after that we can, with the help of GTS, we can send the declaration to the customs. That will becomes under the customs management. And also we can also calculate the preference status of the product. That will be done under the risk management. Also we can also use GTS for intrastat declaration. So intrastat declaration is something, but whenever if any transaction happens within the Europe region, that will be called as an intrastat declaration. Let me share my screen. Very quickly
Okay.
discuss that. Can you see my screen?
Not yet. We can see it now.
Yeah. So these are all the four main modules in SAP GTS:
Mm-hmm.
complaints management, customs management, risk management, and electronic complaints and reporting. So as part of our complaints management, we are going to discuss about what is SPL, which is a sanction party screening. What
Mm-hmm.
is legal control? Legal control
Mm-hmm.
is mainly used to screen the material. For example, if the material is run for a license, in case if you don't have the enough license in GTS or in system will put a block. So we will
Mm-hmm.
discuss what is legal control and embargo. So we also discuss about embargo. So I hope you know about embargo. What is embargo? Like there are
Mm-hmm.
some countries which are sanctioned for embargo, which means we should not do any business with them. Any means any
Mm-hmm.
business, neither import nor export. So there are some countries like Syria, Somalia, North Korea, Cuba, Sudan, Iraq. So these are all the countries are full embargo. These are all the countries are sanctioned by the United Nations. So which means what? If you are part of the United Nations, so you should not do any business with those countries. If you do so, it will comes under the complaints. It will come under the complaints law. You are not complaint, which means. Okay, so you all know what is sanction for release planning, which means there are some certain individuals or organization or some customers or vendors we should not do any business with. They might be a terrorist or there may be some banned party by the government. So government may ban for some other reason. So in case if you do business with those people, system will put a block. So that block is called sanction party list screening. You know, right? You know what is sanction party list screening. You know what is legal control, and you know what is embargo, right? Do you want me to explain
Right.
more? Okay.
Yes.
So here in this course, we are going to discuss like how to set up the configuration for embargo, how to set up the configuration for SPL, how to set up the configuration for legal control. So as an end user, what the people do? So they will screen the partner. For example, let's see. Let me open my Excel sheet. Let's take the name Arun Kumar. So Arun Kumar is a business partner. It's a business partner. And in the same name, like in SPL file, we have a name called Arun Kumar. So what system will do? Whenever system receives any BP, any business partner in GT system, GT system will screen the business partner against the SPL list. In case if there is any certain match found, system will put a block. So this is what we know. As an end user, as a business user, this is the process they know. But as a consultant, what you should do, you should set up the data, like how system should put a block, on what basis system should put a block, what all the parameters system should consider to put this partner as a block, partner for a block. So as a consultant, you're going to configure everything from end to end for SPA. Okay. Similarly for embargo. For embargo, as I said, there are some countries are in embargo region, right? Like Cuba, North Korea, Sudan. Somalia, Iraq. Okay, let's say there are some six countries or there in the embargo region. So, on what basis system is going to put a block? For example, let's say I have created, I'm running a manufacturing unit in US. Okay, I'm running a manufacturing unit in US which manufactures sensors. My company name is Arun Sensors. Just for an example. So what I do, I will export the sensors to multiple countries from US. Okay, so suddenly I receive an order. Okay, or for example, let's say suddenly I receive a bulk orders from a country. I don't know the country. Currently, I don't know the country. I receive the bulk orders from this particular country. Let's take Cuba. So next to Cuba, I have received a bulk order from Cuba. So as a business employee, as a business user, I am not aware about this embargo situation with Cuba. So what I will do, I will process the order. I will process the order, US to Cuba, US to Cuba. So it means what? It doesn't mean that like I'm just going to deliver the goods directly to Cuba. I'm not going to send anything just like that. So I have to follow so many processes. Like I have to send the declaration to the customs. Customs will verify everything, and then they will provide the approval to cross the country. Right. For example, let's say I'm just send this. I mean, I have sent this declaration to the customs. This is the customs office. So here, what they will do, they will check what kind of material I'm sending, to whom I'm sending, what is the value, do I have the enough license. So they will check everything, and they come to know that I am selling this product to Cuba. So Cuba is the embargo region, but I don't know. I don't know that embargo situation with Cuba. I don't know anything about it. As a normal employee, I just receive the order and I process that order. That's it. But there is an embargo situation between Cuba and US. Let's see. There is an embargo situation between Cuba and US. Or else let's say Russia. US to Russia. So US to Russia. So which means I should not do any business with Russia. So I created an order to Russia. So the customs officers in the customs come to know I have raised the order to Russia. So they will ask why you have raised the order to Russia. So you know, right? You know there is I mean situation is not good between US and Russia. Then why did you raise the order to Russia? So they would ask so many questions in case if our reply or if our answer is not satisfied, they are not satisfied with our answer, they will ban or they will issue a penalty or sometimes they will cancel our export license. So to mitigate this issue, to mitigate this error, we are using the SAP GTS. We are using SAP GTS
Mm-hmm.
and the model called embargo. So as part of our embargo screening, what system will do? System, once you create the sales order, that sales order will come to GTS. In GTS, the sales order will get screened against our embargo application. It will screen against our embargo application. In embargo, we maintain, in GTS, we will maintain some country list. Like to these countries, we should not do any business. To these countries, we should not do any import. To these countries, we should not do any export. So we will maintain everything in GTS. In case by mistake, if you create any sales order or any import order to Russia or from Russia, system will put a block. System will block the order. System will block the order, and then you will come to know, okay, we have raised the order to the restricted region. So GTS will help us to be compliant in the country level check. Okay, and this is what embargo will do. This is what embargo will do. So next application is, I think next application is what? SPL. Okay, let's use SPL. Okay, now let's see. You are going to export the goods to India or let's say Germany. US to Germany. D means Germany. Okay, you are going to export the goods from US to Germany. Okay, now Germany is a good country. I mean, there is no political issue, or there is no any. I mean, the relationship between I mean, US and Germany is good, so there is no issue between them. So we can export anything to Germany now. Okay, now I'm going to export 100 quantity of sensors to Germany to the customer called Arun. To the customer called Arun. Okay, again, what I will do, I will send this shipment to customs authorities. I mean, I will submit the declaration to custom authorities. They will verify everything. They will verify everything, like to whom we are selling, what is the destination, and how many products, what is the value, what is the. I mean, do I have the enough license? So they will check everything, and they come to know that this Arun, the Arun which we are doing business with, is a terrorist. They come to know this Arun is a terrorist. But how do I know, as a business user? How do I know whether my customer is a terrorist or a good person? How do I know that? So what will happen if I do business with terrorists? My reputation will lose. Who knows? It will be a cost to the company. They will cancel my license. So there are a lot of risk involved here, right? Again, to avoid this risk, we are using SAP GTS. In SAP GTS, we have a model, and I mean we have application. That application is called SPL, Sanction Party List Screening. In SPL, we going we I mean we will maintain some list SPL file. Okay, that SPL file contains a list of parties, like who are all banned by the government, who are all banned by the country. So there will be multiple list, like who are all restricted entries. I mean, restricted individuals, restricted organization, restricted persons. Everything will be there in the list. So what will happen when you create a sales order or any kind of order? That order will come to GTS for SPL screening. During SPL screening, GT system will screen our business partner against the list in the SPL. If system finds a match, it will put a block. It will put a block saying that this person is found in the SPL entry. Match found in the SPL entry. So we will come to know, okay, we are about to do the business with a terrorist. So now, okay, now we got now. I mean, now we uh, get some clear understanding about this. So we should not do the business. So they will cancel the order. And there are some other cases, right? Not all Arun in the world are terrorists. Your customer is a different Arun. The Arun in the SPL list is a terrorist. So what you will do? So you will send this. You will send this status to the trade team. I mean, the complaints team. What they will do? They will analyze whether this Arun and this Arun are same or not. Based on that, they will remove or they will keep the block as it is. So this part of our screening is called SPL screening. This part of our screening is called SPL screening. And again, we have one more screening that is called legal control. Legal control.
And are
As
you gonna show these examples in SAP on a GTS system?
Sure, I'll show you, but currently I don't have enough data in SAP system. I am currently using a older version, so I don't have the enough data in GTS. I will show you. Anyway, I will show you. No issue.
Okay.
Here,
Okay.
if I go to GTS, let me check if I have any data here. Um, Go to SPO. See here, the first option is Channel Portal Screening. Okay,
Mhm.
so now I'm going to show you the documents which are all blocked for SPA. Okay, go to legal control export. I'm just going to show you. Okay, display block documents. So here I'm going to use the legal regression as S plus. We will discuss what is legal regression and everything. Okay. Um. Okay. Let's see this document. Here you can see SPL screening, right? SPL screening, embargo, and legal control. Red means it is blocked by system. Green means it is released by system. Green flag means someone released it manually. Okay, now I want to see for what reason system has put a block. Okay, what I will do, I will copy this order, display block documents. So here I can see for what reason system has put a block. So here, if I click on SPL screening, it should show. Let's see. See system. See by default the system has removed the block. I don't know what due to some configuration issue. Okay, we will fix that. So system has put a block based on this Cuban automatic. So Cuba, you know right? Cuba is a part of embargo region. So if system finds a match Cuban, it will put a block. So as part of our SPL screening system will screen a name, street, city, and country. It will consider everything and it will put a block. It will not just look by the name. It will look everything: name, city, name, street, city, country. It will look everything, and if the match fine, it will put a block. So during our class, I will show some real-time scenario. Okay, currently I don't have any data with
Okay.
me. So this is
Okay.
the SPL
The
screening.
thing that we are more interested in learning right now is the process, the preferential process.
So preference. Okay, see, you want me to explain about preference?
What are we going to be learning during this course?
See, preference is that topic. I mean, first is compliance. Here, I have a syllabus with me. So this is the first topic. I mean, we will start with introduction, and we will start some basic data. I would say the preference will be the last topic.
Yeah, the
Because
interest
before.
that we really not going to use that, so we don't want to waste your time on that because
Oh,
it doesn't
okay.
work
You
for the
want
US.
you want to learn only the preference, not the other models, compliance and customs.
Preference management and custom and exports processes also, we don't use that in the US. So the preferential management, the HS classification, and the sanction party list is okay, I guess. Um, but the other two things, we don't want to even waste your time on that. We
Fine.
prefer that
So,
you
okay.
concentrate on the preference management and HS classification, perhaps, but main
Yeah,
So,
point is preference management. Yeah.
so
yeah,
if
I
you
feel
see,
like
yeah, yeah.
for us, so for example, we would definitely want to know, um, for example, if there is no bomb in the feeder system, like how would that reflect, for example, GTS, like what are the issues? We do have like some materials that we share with our different plants, so how would GTS work on that when we do the preference determination with multiple plants, with multiple vendors supplying different plants, how the system operates in this scenario when we try to generate the vendor long-term declaration, why sometimes we might see issues where we cannot generate because there is no data available. So what does that mean? Like I feel like we definitely have a different scenarios that we would want to try to understand the system, how the system operates in different scenarios. So uh and we would like to know like what are the issues behind that, like what does that mean when we can't generate an LTVD? What does that mean? Where do we need to check if we see that issue? How the system behaves, like in our scenario with different suppliers supplying different plants, or when we have like Uh, so
More than
you
one
know
bomb.
more than one bomb exactly with different packages. We do have like one material, and we have for example, like five different materials with different packagings. So like how that would work, like the system would operate in that. Um, and another thing I was going to mention, so we do have like a business in the US and Canada, and we do supply each other, how does that work? How the system operates between our business as well and also a third party, that kind of thing. I think that's kind of what we're looking for, to see how the system operates, behaves, and when we have issues, where to look for those issues. So with different scenarios that we might face, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
for example, right now, like Isabella says, we have a company in Canada and the US, and sometimes we export from Canada to the US. So, or vice versa, from the US to Canada. So we would like to know if we able to apply the USMCA, because it's a product that we manufacture and then we send it to our plants. So
So the answer is
it's
yes, we can do
okay,
it.
perfect,
So as part of
perfect.
our, as part of our course, we will cover everything. Whatever the
Okay,
doubts you asked, we will cover everything. But the thing is, in order to learn the preference management, you have to learn some basic things like we have a concept called legal regulation. We have a concept called implementation procedure. So I have to teach you that as well, and also
okay.
um, so. Uh, so based on your requirement, I answered that you need SPL, preference, and HTS classification. So these three you need, right? So only these three.
Yes,
What was
and
the first, the beginning?
double
Sorry.
the SPL.
Okay.
Yeah, the double will be preferential management for sure. That is like our
Preference,
main
fine.
focus.
Okay,
Yeah,
fine, sure.
because we do have knowledge of the SPL and the HS classification because that's what we do every day. Um, and but we don't have much experience on the preferential management.
Fine, okay. Okay, I got your requirement. I will summarize it down
Yeah.
and I will inform
It,
the HKR team.
yeah, I feel like even with the calculation, like how to analyze when we have a tariff schedule versus like the cost, like how do we see how like all of that will impact like the components, how would the components impact the value of the finished goods, like all of that type of thing, like then definitely we would need like basic information, like we do know that the components, it will define the result for the finished goods, but we again we have like really basic information. So definitely all of those parts we would want to get like
Learn
the
hmm
beginning,
from the
this will
beginning.
impact, yeah, like the components. If it's some information on the components it's missing, then it will impact you, the finished goods, because we do work with the raw material and finished goods as well. So all of that will impact the final calculation, for the when we're doing the preference calculation. So all of that and how to understand that, what are the results, what the again the tariff shift means in the system, how we will see that when there's any change when we're doing the calculation. Um, we're definitely like focused on all of that, and we will definitely need to like again to learn like from the beginning on that one,
From the
like
beginning, you can take us
very
from
basic.
from
Yeah.
Sure.
basics to all the way.
No, sure.
Yeah.
I'll take it off it, yeah.
All right. I don't see Mohammed on the call. Is he not part of this call?
I'm not sure. On behalf of him, someone from his team joined.
Okay. All
Um,
right.
I do have another question too. Sorry. Will there, and
Yes.
maybe Maria, you already know because you've been talking to him out more than me, but will there be any support documentation or training like he shared like he slides and documentation instructions, anything like that?
I have a user guide for preference. Okay, and I have some slides for SPL, so I will share with you.
Uh, it does mentions that we will obtain a certificate. Is that correct?
See, there is no proper certificate for GTS from SAP side. From SAP, there is
From
no
SAP.
certificate. Yeah, from
Okay.
SAP, there is no certificate for GTS. But you can
Okay.
get a certificate from this. I mean, this training center.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
So
feel
you will
like
share
it.
with us the slides and as we walking through it, or you will share the slides in the beginning.
Yeah, see, I will send you the slides and the study material to you separately. So
Okay.
And
for the class, yeah.
it yeah, because I feel like if you will have a, like in instructions, like
Yeah.
this is like you for example to do the calculation, you need to go to here, here, and that and that. Those are the steps. If there's issues here, this is where
Um,
you need that type of material. Do you guys provide that as well or not?
I don't have that kind of step-by-step material, but I have some generic document of preference management. It will be helpful.
Okay.
And also, I have some press book of SAP GTS, so it will be helpful to you.
Okay.
So, and Isabella and Maria, so I have one more question. So here, on which version you want to learn, a GTS 11 or E4H?
I don't
Uh,
know if you may know the
GTS
difference. Do we
level,
know
or
the
which
difference?
one is the other one?
GTS 11 and E4H edition for HANA.
The S for HANA, the feeder
Yeah.
system.
No, not S for HANA.
Just
Edition for HANA. E4H. So currently, the latest version of GTS is E4H edition for HANA. Okay.
well,
So
we about to receive an upgrade on our system. It's supposed to be the latest,
yeah,
but uh, I guess I
I
guess
think we might need to check, right?
yeah, we need to
fine.
check with our people which
Please confirm me
is
that.
the
Yeah,
upgrade. Okay.
which version you want to learn?
Did you want to type for me on the chat what is the
Sure,
upgrade system
sure,
of
sure. Yeah, yeah,
GTS?
Yeah,
yeah.
the two versions, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think the
please.
chat is disabled. Me. Okay, wait. I will share my screen and write it in the Excel sheet. Chat is disabled for
Okay.
Okay.
me.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Yeah, I can see it is disabled. Maybe if we put new chat. Yeah.
Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Okay. The current version of GTS is GTS 11. Okay. The latest
Oh,
version of
okay,
GTS
11.
is E4H, which is edition for HANA. Okay, so these are the two versions are available in the market, and SAP is going to stop their support for this GTS 11 from December 2025 onwards. So which means
Yeah.
In this
from
year, right? In the
yeah,
end of
yeah, in
this
this year,
year.
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
that's what we know. That's what we
yeah,
know
yeah,
that the SAP is gonna stop that
yeah.
this year. That's why we're getting an upgrade. And that's what we have
Yeah.
currently, the GTS 11.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
we've been told the GTS is not gonna change much.
Yeah, yeah. The functionality base everything will be same. So
Okay.
here I showed something to you right here in the GT screen. So here you are using a GUI app. This view is called GUI screen. GUI.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So in E4H you will use Fiori app, like
Oh,
some user
yeah, we've
interface.
heard this
Yes.
name.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So user
That's
interface
what
We
will
we've been
differ.
hearing.
we have no idea what all of those things means, but we heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but the Fiori is not easy as our GTS 11, but you have to focus more
yeah.
on
I,
Fiori
I know
because going
Fury.
forward,
I
yeah,
have worked
yeah,
with Fury before.
fine, fine. So
Good,
going forward, we
Maria.
are going to use Fiori.
Yeah. Okay. I will confirm with our IT people and
Sure.
let you know what we want to train on. But most likely it's going to be the latest edition because again, we're receiving as of right
Mhm,
now uh, an upgrade in our system, and they are working currently on it, and it's supposed to be ready by end of November and
mhm.
going live on the 1st of January.
Oh, okay, great. So you can do
Yeah.
one thing. You can just send the notes. Like, I mean, what are the topics you want to learn? Just send the notes to the HKR team, so that they will I mean, send that to me.
Yeah,
I
I
will
did
prepare the
talk
topics.
to Mohammed, the person that I've been talking to, that all what
Mhm.
we want is everything related to preferential management,
Mhm.
everything related to it. And if it is time for us to take the SPL and the HS classification, we can take it, but our main focus is the preferential management for sure.
Sure, okay. Oh, sure.
Yeah, and again, all of those different scenarios. So we would love if we would be able to see like on a training like different scenarios like with a cross company, like with the materials that across the border with a cross companies or vendor like as a third party. So definitely all of that. And do you think you guys can provide that type of information to us that
Definitely,
like
I will share end-to-end information over to friends. You don't have to worry about it.
okay. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much,
Mm-hmm.
Aaron.
Yeah, thank you.
Is
Anything
anything else
else?
for us?
No, not from my end.
And we would like also to know when can we start.
Okay. I will confirm the same to the Mohammed. He will inform me.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Then we will see you then.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Thank you, both.
Thank you.
Have a nice
Thank
weekend.
you.
Yeah. Bye.
You
Oh,
too. Bye.
sure.
Just left. Yeah,
Okay.
I saw.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.